14A District Court for County of Washington, State of Michigan is now in session. Those that have been before the court draw near, the honorable judge.
You may be seated. And good morning, everyone. Court does call the case of Town Center Place versus Melvin. Council state your affairs.
Thank you, Your Honor. Jackie Snyder Powdar on behalf of the plaintiff.
Okay. Okay, Ms. Melvin, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, very good. All right, you just needed your glasses. Can you state your name?
Secret Melvin.
All right, thank you. All right, the last time that we were here, certain things were, we hoped, accomplished. It was basically the moving of the pots and the cleanup, although I don't think this really went to Miss Melvin, but the cleanup of a Michigan cactus had to be moved. And then, but then the area could then be cleaned up on the ground level.
Yes, and some fencing she needed to remove.
Pardon?
Some fencing, the little white.
She needed to remove that
If she
fencing.
wanted to keep it up, yes.
Okay. So where are we?
I have pictures.
Okay.
I think we're halfway there. Not all the way there yet, Your Honor.
Okay.
These are the pictures I'm gonna show the judge. So we still have some lights that are up on the corner. The first picture that you're seeing is of the patio.
This one
Yep,
here.
these were taken
Okay.
yesterday. There's some lights hung up on the corner here that need to be removed.
Lights.
It kind of looks like a cage
Got-
lights.
You're saying on the left-hand side of the picture.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
It looks like there's a bird feeder that's hanging. It's like red. That needs to be removed, and I count 9 pots, 2 of which are empty, but we agreed to 5. And we didn't put a limit on size.
Okay, so a couple of things. First of all, I don't recall us talking about lights.
Yes, we didn't mention it last time, but it was in the first pictures and I forgot to mention it, Your Honor.
Okay.
So I apologize. to the board.
No, it's just that we didn't.
We didn't. I agree with that, Your Honor.
Okay.
I'm just saying we're halfway there. We need to get those down as well.
All right.
We
And
are hanging from the terrace above.
so that's not a picture of the, I mean, the last time we had sort of
A full picture, yes.
of the balcony, because
Yeah.
you got one that,
This is not current. This was the last one.
okay. So we don't have a current one.
Right, and that side of the balcony, Renee can attest to that the other side that's not in this picture looked fine.
Okay.
So she did for sure the area that we're concerned about.
So the pots that are now turned over,
They need to make their way somewhere else. There are, it looks like on the ledge, 1, 2, and then the pot holder, 3 kind of up halfway, like. Do you see what I'm saying? And then there's 4 big pots that are sitting on the patio level.
so the one that has the one above it, you're counting as 2.
You.
Okay, they're the two pots that are turned over
Yes,
to the going to left to right.
yes.
Then there's a pot and it looks like there's one above it.
Yeah, it kind of, to me, it looks like that is set back and there's like a stand.
Okay, you think it's back. Okay,
Yeah.
all right,
Yeah.
that's right. All right,
So I guess I would count that as two individual pots. And then there's, it looks like three, and then there's two on the green ledge to the far corner of the patio.
all right. And the other two that I'm looking at. The other two photos,
Yes.
is that,
Sorry, this is the courtyard in which we talked about. So it kind of looks like Miss Melvin just dumped the dirt over the balcony, but the fencing is still there. And I'm not sure if the cactus is still there. If you go to the very last picture, the one that's like this. The fencing is still there, and I'm not sure if the cactus is still there or not. I can't really make it out with this picture, but I can see the fencing. And so that either if she wants to keep it, she needs to pull it out.
the white fencing?
Yes. Or they're gonna pull it out.
Is her balcony directly above this area?
Yes.
Okay. I trying to make out all right. I see one of the stakes coming. All right. Where's Melvin?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you see those pictures?
Yes, I do.
All right. You thought you could get down to, let's start with the balcony. You thought you could get down to 5, right?
What I did, like the first was the flag is on, I dig out the dirt and put one of the plants in there. Then the next one is a flower that has bloomed in the garden for over at least 10 years, and I don't know how it came from. It's an angel trumpet.
Gotcha.
It just popped out. The next one is okra.
Okra?
Yeah, which I ate. And the one next to it is a tomato plant that I eat with my food. The two empty ones I emptied. I emptied them over the balcony because I cannot carry them
The
from
dirt.
the third floor down to the dirt place. There were no shopping carts available for me to put anything heavy and to take it downstairs. Now,
Okay, so hold on, I want to understand what plants I'm looking at. So it looks like you have, it looks like there are 2 pots to the right side of the one with the flag.
yeah,
And then there are 2, well, 3, maybe 4
right.
pots to the left of the flag.
Yeah.
You see all of that?
Yeah.
Okay, when you were talking about the plant that bloomed, was that the one to the right of the flag? That's a little bit higher?
No, yeah,
Is that the one you were talking about?
no. The one I was talking about is to the left of the flag. It's called an angel trumpet. And I don't know where that plant came from. I'm sorry, but
No, it's okay.
I
All right.
didn't make it up. Like the one part that's empty and turned over, where the squirrel put the peanut in. I didn't plant that one, the peanut.
Okay, squirrel planted
Yeah,
okay.
and part that you don't see, at least not on my picture, I had my neighbor take one of the hammock plants and a rose bush. So I got 2 more rose bushes. I'm gonna, soon as it not, well, it rained for Sunday and Monday. So I'm gonna put the rose bushes in my boxes. Plus,
In the box down below.
yeah, in my.
Okay,
My garden.
gotcha.
Um,
So,
Plus, I moved the white fence that was downstairs to the left of the picture. So I could move my Michigan cactus into my other box. But it rained yesterday and Sunday. So, and that black stuff here is from those 2 empty pots that I dumped over the rail.
yeah, I got that.
And I've been going outside and watering and diluting this sand, so.
I gotcha. So the white fence at the bottom, you said you moved it
Yeah, I took it out yesterday after it stopped raining.
yesterday?
Yeah.
When were these photos taken?
Yesterday after.
Okay. So
Just took it out, that's fine. We're just.
was it after that you took it out? Was it later in the day yesterday?
6, 7 o'clock.
Oh, okay, all right. Gotcha. Okay, and the Michigan cactus you moved,
No, I took the fence off now. I have to move the Michigan cactus because I took the tomato plants out. So I'm gonna like today, if it doesn't rain, I will put the Michigan cactus where my tomato plants are, or where. In the boxes, because we got 3 boxes. For growing things from Growing Hope. Means I asked Growing Hope to come and give me a 4th box, so the Michigan cactus would be surrounded, but I'm more than glad to move that and put it in the other box, because things aren't growing so good anymore.
okay. So you think, I mean, the downstairs you can get yourself cleaned up and all settled, the stuff on the ground?
Yeah.
Okay,
No problem.
and if you did all of that, and now,
As soon as it stops raining.
okay.
We have 3 days.
Huh?
We have 3 more days of rain, according to the weather I just checked.
We do. But
I just.
it's Michigan
I'm
and,
just trying to say,
let
let the court notes take that into account,
that what?
to take that into account.
Yeah, no, I think he's made significant progress. Okay, what's that you're showing me?
This is the 1 tree that I planted flowers in when I moved in 206, 207. It's what our gardens used to look like, beautiful and blooming. Now they look, the whole back end from the building,
That's,
it's
okay,
impossible.
okay. So let's,
Oh, I have my neighbor here if you want to question her if I did move the rose and she took the other hand. So she's right there.
but I don't think there's any, those were the roses that were on the balcony. So I don't think, they're not in the picture that was taken.
Right.
No.
And your plan is to move those roses down to the box?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't,
Into my official garden.
okay, all right, we'll call it that. Okay, but I don't know that I'll need to hear from her. She has the roses, they're gonna be moved down there. The roses are somewhere, but I'm assuming they're with your neighbor and they're gonna be moved.
Okay.
Okay, so now the question becomes, how do we get the number of pots down to 5?
Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, the tomatoes, the should be done in a day or so, so I don't know.
Hold on a second, hold on a second. Let's make sure, I mean, there are empty ones and we'll have to deal with those. I'm not gonna worry about those this second, but I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I see 7 pots.
I concur.
See that?
Yeah, well, that's 2 empty parts and take the,
No, if I include the empty ones, I have 9.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 2 empty ones.
but there's one that's like the 2 are higher.
Oh, that's on a stand on the back. That's a plant that probably goes into the house. And 2 house plants.
So those, you're saying, and correct me if I'm wrong, those 2, they don't stay out on the balcony?
They go into the house now that it gets cold outside. The house plants.
Okay, so they don't go in every night,
No,
or you don't, how do I say it? You don't put them out there to get rain or fresh air or sunshine.
Oh.
Those plants actually stay out there until the temperatures drop,
the 45.
and then you bring them in.
Inside, right.
Okay, so Ms. Melvin, those would count toward the 5.
Okay.
Okay, and the reason so that you understand, the reason I'm saying that that's the case is because they're not, they're, if there were a plant that you took in at night and you brought out, I probably wouldn't count that. I'd just say, okay, that's a plant that needs to be outdoors on certain days, whatever. But these really live out there until the weather changes, and then you bring them in because they're perennials of some type. Right? Those would have to count as part of the 5.
Well, I guess I can just put that angel trumpet into the garden downstairs so I can eliminate that part. And then the other.
Okay, so remind me again, which is the angel trumpet, the one that's next to the flag?
Yes,
Oh, on going left.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the angel trumpet. So you're gonna,
move it downstairs into my garden.
you can put that one in the garden.
Yeah, but when I moved in, the building was surrounded with angel trumpet flowers and
Okay.
quarters. Plus, we had new neighbors moving in, and they objected to the plant because the plant is poisonous. So that's a prosecution of me started when they moved in and keep telling me that's poison, you can't do this. A potato is poison, especially if you eat the green part. I didn't plant the angel chocolates when I moved in, but that's how all this wickedness started.
Got it. Okay. So
This is my idea of a garden.
I got you. Okay. So what I have is I have the angel trumpet
Next-
going down. Okay.
Next to the Michigan cactus, okay,
You'll put the angel trumpet next to the Michigan cactus somewhere near the rose bushes.
right,
Okay.
In
In her, right, in her
In the
garden
garden.
that she
the box.
is indicating, right.
Right.
Okay, so if you do that, that takes me down to 6 pots that are out there.
You mean 6 pots?
Pardon?
6 pots that are.
Right, so if the angel trumpet you take downstairs and do kind of what you're doing with the roses,
Yeah,
then that would leave me with 6 pots that are out there. You're not understanding what I'm saying?
no, if I take the angel pot out, that'd be 1 pot less.
Right, but I counted 7 before.
Oh, is that the one in the background, that house plant?
Which one are you talking about then?
Well, that's an amarilla, that was gonna go in the house, the 2 empty pots, and then next to is the tomatoes. I can eliminate that, so I would just keep 3 pots, especially the one that has my garlic and basil and parsley in it for my cooking.
Okay. Well, let me back up a second, okay?
Yeah.
So let's reference it from the pot that has the flag in it, okay?
Okay.
So I see 1, 2, 3, 4 pots to the left of that.
No, 1, 2, 3, and 2 empty ones. Or you count?
No.
You counting the one that goes into the house?
Well, it stays out there. I'm talking, let's just look at the picture itself, okay? And so what I have is I have 1, 2, 3, 4 plants and pots next to that one going to the left.
Okay.
Okay. Now, one of those, what's it, angel trumpet, that one you're moving. Okay, so that would leave me 3 to that side.
1, 2, 3. Okay.
Okay, so we're there. On the other side, I have the one with the American flag and then 2 other ones. So that puts 3 there. So that leaves me with 6.
Oh, you counting the hanging plant?
No, I'm not counting the hanging plant. Unless I'm not seeing, no, I'm not counting the hanging.
Well, the flag to the right, there's only 1 pot.
And then there's one back in the corner, is what he's saying, behind the flag.
All the way back toward the door wall. There's another pot.
He's talking about this pot right here.
That's an empty pot.
Okay.
That's empty.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
Okay, but somehow or another, you're gonna have to get all of the empty pots inside.
Oh, I can't do that.
Okay, can't do that.
No.
Okay,
empty pot,
so okay, hold on. Just hold on. All right. It's okay. Just so what? Hold on. Just hold on a moment, okay? Let me think it through to ask you this question. So what do you, with the empty pots, what do you plan on doing with the empty pots?
They stay on the balcony all winter. Till spring comes and I get some new dirt and then start all over again.
Okay, well, that's gonna be part of our problem, but when they're empty, do you stack them so that you take the larger pot, put the smaller one in, and then the next smallest? Is that what you do normally?
because that's what I did, one was a flat.
Right, I got that.
I took the dirt out and put that part in it, so I combined it to make it less.
Okay, I get it. So I take it if she were to take the empty pots, sort of combine them for the time being, is plaintiff going to have an objection to that?
Combine them so that it's one series of empty pots, is what we're saying?
Yeah, that they're empty. And here's my reason for
Just
asking.
trying to get a picture of what you're trying to.
Well, I mean, I don't know the size, I can't figure out the size in the back, but if they're just stacked pots as opposed to the plant, is that an issue for the plaintiff?
No, Mayor.
Okay,
There's not stacks empty pots without anything living in them. No,
all right.
the policy speaks specifically of.
To the plants and keeping the plants cared for. Right, that's what I was just
Yes.
reading.
Which is why the two upside down pots, we didn't have a problem. We were just talking about
Got
we
it.
didn't know that plant number 6 is what I'm calling it, the back one. And
Okay,
4,
okay.
because we can't see it.
Okay, so Ms. Melvin,
Yeah.
then if that one is empty, as I count it, and you move the other one, you're down to 5.
And then we just have an issue of.
Now, I basically question the whole legality of this, because it's my balcony, a part of my apartment. And when we started with the gardens, this was the organization that helped us going home. And they have all the questions on hand. I question the legality of them, kind of like wanting to take over what I do. We have 2 companies.
Okay, but hold on a moment. Let me just ask you this. That company that you're talking about, or the organization Growing Hope, was that for the balcony plants, or was that for the pot, or for the, I'll call them the boxes that are downstairs?
Well, there's a question here. Do you have room for 3 4-foot raised beds in a bright sunny spot on a patio or on the ground? Does anyone in a household, there's a question about Medicare and that. Has anyone in your household utilized a food pantry or other food assistance, Meals on Wheels in the last year? Why are you interested in growing your own food? What do you want to grow? Are you willing to wait and track the food that grows and participate in our survey? How much experience you have growing food?
Okay, but
Because that's what it comes down to. That's why we have a garden to grow our own food. Like when I first started the garden, I had a big bowl of tomatoes. Right now, I'll be lucky if I get 2 tomatoes and two little cucumbers. So the stuff isn't growing. And we're
Okay.
gonna have a big food shortage all over the world, not just here. Because on the other hand, these are the regulations from HUD. As a resident, you have the right and responsibility that help makes your whole HUD assistant housing a better home for you and your family. And once we installed the gardens, we made it better for the families because.
Okay, but
So,
go ahead.
yeah.
Okay, but Ms. Melvin, we've got to make sure that we're talking about the same things, because what you're talking about is really what the boxes downstairs are for, right?
Yeah, but it does say patios.
It does say, right, it says patios,
And the sunny spot on the project, oh, on the ground, okay.
Right.
I'll give you that one, okay.
okay, thank you for that. All right, so that's really what that's talking about.
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't, unless there's something else you want to explain to me, I don't necessarily see a legal issue there. Because as long as you're growing in the box and they can then go in and take care of the area that's around the box, should be okay.
In that case, since this is not my first time that they kind of
That what now?
to my growing, well, the last office manager, she had my furniture moved in my apartment. Plus, she took out the patio bricks that were around my boxes. So how much authority does a manager have?
They,
Coming into my apartment and moving my furniture?
when do you say that occurred, Miss Gilman? When did that happen?
About so she's been here about a year, so before she was replaced.
Okay, so
But
just so that I'm clear, somebody came in, moved your furniture. And then what did they do after they moved your furniture?
nothing.
Okay,
They
but
didn't pay me for the equipment they took out. They didn't pay me for the patio bricks that they moved. And I have to get between the bookcase and the couches in the middle of the living room. And so now the building inspector came and wrote me up because I have too much stuff. That the walkway from the door to the window is not 36 inches.
okay, Ms. Melvin, I realize that there's another case that's coming. Okay. I mean, if it makes things easier, I'm more than willing to try to deal with some of the preliminary issues regarding that right now. But I don't, because I've got an open file here. But you also have your rights to be able to respond to that complaint before the court would necessarily do anything.
Well, I'll
Okay.
do whatever you say. I'll get 5 parts empty. Oh,
No, Miss Melvin, I want to thank you because not that I didn't have faith in you, okay?
thank you.
But you told me last week I was probably going to try to give you a little bit more time to get some things done, but you were definite and told me that you were going to get it done.
Yeah, well,
And I have to say, I didn't expect to see this much progress. Some of it's not in the photos because you did it last night.
but was raining the last 2 days.
No, I got you. I'm not a big fan of rain either. Okay, so I get it. So, but that you got it done.
Yeah.
Okay, so, preliminarily, okay, you raised part of the issue of 2 years ago. I'm going to try to deal with some of it so that when we get to the 10th, maybe we can.
Okay.
You said 2 years ago, somebody came in and moved your furniture.
Yeah, myself, this manager.
That was there. Okay. So when she moved your furniture, what was, I'm just going to give you an open-ended question. Don't go on too long. me, okay? But I'm just gonna ask you this.
Okay.
When she moved your furniture, what was the problem for you when she did that?
Well, the bookcase is on the wall with all the electric plugs. And the wall where they remove the bookcase from, there is no electric outlets. Then the couch is in front of the bookcase. So if I want to plug anything in, I have to crawl over the couch and put the surge protector in, so we're able to have electricity.
Okay,
And some of my furniture, like my oriental rug,
pardon?
like I have an oriental rug, it's been rolled up and then stuck in the bedroom, because I can't put it anyplace else. So it's been very complicated with all this stuff. Plus, I had fires, matter of fact, I had a fire last night in the air conditioned unit. The
I
fire
have
department,
a fire report. As
You had a fire.
fire. The air conditioner blew up. I had a fire 4 weeks earlier where the fan in the bathroom blew up. I had water coming down from the 5th floor, all the way from the front door to the closet, to the hallway, to the back. And nobody from the office came and gave me any help. They didn't even let me have the vacuum cleaner to walk up this water.
Okay,
It's been
Okay,
steady and steady.
okay, hold on.
Oh,
You did, yeah, go ahead.
one more thing. I got the, oh, where is it? The summons to court.
For October 10th,
Yeah,
right? And that, I thought we were gonna try to deal with some of the preliminary things, but you threw me a curveball. Because of a fire. I don't know what that, somebody bring some context to that.
I have a report from the fire department. Your Honor, I'd like to see it.
Do you mind if I see the report?
no.
Okay, okay, go ahead. Yeah, let me see that.
Go. I just flipped it to the second page, Your Honor, where the description says she called the fire department. In essence, I'm just summarizing the paragraph. She called the fire department. They came, they didn't find any proof of a fire. They talked to her about what happens. They didn't find any proof of anything happening as what she described. I highlighted the portion for my own notes as to the state of the apartment that they discovered, and
Okay, we'll get,
there was a fire noted that was present on the table. It continues on in that sentence. Exception of the tabletop, like there was a fire on it, but it didn't look like it was recent.
yeah,
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, well, it says, the tabletop was obviously burned by cool to touch. Well, that burn is about 30 years ago.
that's fine. Everybody agrees that it wasn't recent.
Right.
I get it. So,
No.
go ahead.
After everybody left, I used my flashlight and went up and down the air filter. The baseboard was choking in and breaking, and it was done by a mouse. Because I have a mouse in my apartment.
Gotcha.
Right. Mice.
And then you have someone waiting on Zoom that I don't.
Pardon?
You have someone waiting on Zoom that I'm not sure should.
Mm.
I understand for the only people in the docket, so
That's
they might want
what
to.
I thought. Oh, I do have a swear to. Is that ready to go?
It's ready whenever you are. The sergeant is.
Okay, all right.
I
Thank you for pointing that out. I didn't see. I'll find a point at which we can break and then I'll deal with that, but.
Sounds good.
Okay, so
1 second, when was this report filed?
Yes.
Well, when did you you called the fire department, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so what date was that?
Sunday, the
2 nights
21st.
ago,
Huh?
2 nights ago,
On the 21st.
yeah.
Okay, that's when the report's dated.
So if it was done on the 21st, how can they go to the court and summons me to court on September 15 and serve me this court order?
Hold on a second, hold on a second. When I look, I knew we were gonna get into it, but when I look at we'll call it the termination case, the other case. That case is about that you need to, there needs to be a 36-inch walkway space in your unit. And it needs to be clear in front of the windows and other potential egresses.
It's
I have
clear,
the report from the inspector if you would like it.
it is clear because I open the patio door all the time and neither I open the window back and forth. I don't have to move anything. And also it's a violation of my right when they walk in just to go walk into my apartment. They have to have my permission. It's my 4th and 5th Commandment. Amendment of the Constitution that protects my right from the landlord entering,
Well,
only in emergency.
okay. Well, you do have a right to privacy.
Yeah.
The concept under the Fourth Amendment, the concept is there. I'm not sure that the Fourth Amendment applies because they're not a governmental actor.
Well, it's since all that.
But I get the concept. Okay. So I understand what you're saying on that. But also, when they give you notice, or if the landlord thinks that something may be causing a danger there, okay, they then call the city, okay, and then the city will do an inspection. Sometimes they'll do annual or biannual inspections. Hold on a second. Now, if they just barge in, that might be different. But I don't think that's what happened here. If they give you notice that they're inspecting, or they have reason to believe that there's something there that may be a danger, they can go in and inspect.
Before COVID, the city would come every 2
years
to inspect.
Yes.
Well, it didn't come for 5 years. And I go to city council, and this day it was on Zoom where I brought up the subject because they haven't inspected our building in the last 5 years. So the building department came a month later to inspect.
Yes, they did.
I went to the building department and wanted a copy of what we found. Well, there wasn't too much in the copy. It says no mice, but the copy the building department gave was November 25, and this happened in September. So they make up stuff.
Okay.
And why are they picking on me? Don't you like German girls? Don't you like it? I've been there since 2006. I pay my rent. My husband did 2 tours in Vietnam. We're a serviceman's family. My kids were raised without their father. And I go to church too, for years. As a matter of fact, my eldest grandson just came back from NASA Huntsville, so he's very well educated. His company started a new office in Ann Arbor. My second grandson is almost finished at Wayne State in statistics. My oldest granddaughter was in the service, and right now she's expecting her first baby.
Okay.
So I'm gonna, and my youngest granddaughter just graduated from nursing school. So we have been no problem to the United States of America. We serve this country well.
Miss Melvin, let me tell you something, okay? You've been coming here a few times now, right? I think you understand me well enough that if I thought they were picking on you, I'm not gonna let that happen.
Well, not you,
I know, but part of the reason that I'm here
yeah.
is and have to, and not have to, but want to hear the case is so that one doesn't think that they're being picked up. Okay? So, okay.
I got a letter from my doctor. Somebody, oh, here. And she's sending me lease violation every 5 minutes. This one right here says, I disturbed and harassed a resident, picking another resident in the country yard. It was all about the dog. And neither one of us in. Still, lease violation, release violation because the exterminator found a cockroach. So I go down there.
Okay, hold on. Ms. Melvin, listen to me. Okay. When the landlord thinks there's a lease violation, they would have to send you notification that they think that there's a lease violation. Okay. So, but hold on, just listen. I'm sure that when you get that, you worry about it and you worry somebody's going to do something to you, right?
Well, not so much to me, but it shouldn't happen.
Okay. All right. Just listen. So nothing's going to happen to you until they come here and I decide. Okay. So I don't want you necessarily worrying about that. Okay. They have to do what they need to do to send it to you. But one of the reasons we have the court hearings is because nothing can happen until the court orders it to happen. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So did you get so the city came through and did an inspection, right? Yes?
Yes.
Okay. Can I see that?
This is the report.
Did you get a copy of the report?
Yeah.
You did? Okay. All right.
It's cute. The lady's name, Jackie Snyder Power. She works for LLSSCM, the nonprofit legal agency in town.
I do.
They contacted me and we had a meeting in the office for 2 hours.
When did that happen?
That happened before this case was filed, and I was representing the landlord as I always do. And that is my name, ma'am, Jackie Snyder Powdar, that's my name. And then we met with legal aid in the office before this case was filed to try to get this to happen.
Got it.
She refused. So we came here. And Your Honor, so far you've been the only one that could make it.
It's a superpower I have, I guess.
It's a great power.
Oh, they wrote me up for the International Property Maintenance Code. Well,
hold on.
This is from the city inspector, who is listed at the bottom. And all Renee did was, and Renee is my client. She just sent it to my office so that we had a copy of it. That's all that says at the top. And obviously we waived the privilege there, Your Honor.
Yes, understood. All right, so all right, Ms. Melvin, let's do this before I get into that. You read that through, gather your thoughts. Let me try to take care of the sergeant here and see if we can get this done. Okay? Yes, ma'am. Absolutely. Court will briefly pause from that case and then let's do this.
Thank you.
All right. And I don't. You got them in, but I think my screen. Oh, there he is, Sergeant. All right. Hello, Sergeant. Sorry about the wait.
No problem, sir.
All right. If you could please raise your right hand to be sworn. Do you solemnly swear or affirm that, hang on one second. Yeah. That the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
All right. If you could state your name, your department, and tell me what you know about this matter with reference to the added count 2. And
Okay, yeah. My name is Sergeant Craig Schrammick, Ypsilanti Police Department. This is an amendment of charges because the results from the possible narcotics that were found on Mr. Brackman the day of his first arrest came in. Do you need the whole background on the incident, or are you good with just?
no, it looks like you're amending count 1. That's the note I have, but I don't. And what are they?
I think we're just amending. I think they added the prosecutor's office added count 2
Added count 2. Okay.
For the lab results that came back.
Okay, so the lab results came back and
Yes.
count 1 is good. And
Yes.
then count 2 is now because you have the confirmation of the lab results, you're adding a count 2 of possession of methamphetamine and or ecstasy. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
All right. And go ahead, sir.
So taken from him on the date of his arrest was one green glove containing a packet labeled fentanyl transdermal system. That came back positive for fentanyl as a Schedule 2. And then he had a clear plastic Ziploc packet containing a clear plastic packet also with a crystallized material in it. And that came back testing positive for 3.86 grams of methamphetamine.
Got it. All right. Based upon that, the court would amend and add count 2, that being the possession of methamphetamine or ecstasy, the 10-year felony. And so I will add that. Is he up on our?
Yes, sir. He is on Thursday this week.
All right. So with that amendment, this filed complaint, and then I'll arraign him come this Thursday on the added count 2. All right.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. I appreciate it.
Thank you. And again, I apologize about the wait. Thank
No
you
problem.
for doing that.
All right,
All
have
right,
a good
take
day,
care.
sir. Take care.
You too.
Bye-bye.
All right. I'm going to take a brief break and then I'll come back and we'll see where we can get with this. All right. Miss Melvin?
Yeah.
I'm going to take a brief break, then I'm going to come back. All right.
Yeah, I need coffee too.
You need.
I haven't met breakfast yet.
Okay.
In a district court for county of Washington, state of Michigan, is now back in session. The Honorable Judge Day 17.
You may be seated. Of course. Okay, we're back on the record in Town Center Place versus Melvin. All right, the parties are present. Miss Melvin?
Yes.
All right. One of the things, so there's what you were telling me before um, about the manager having come in and moved your things. And some of the stuff you haven't been able to move back, and you just have put stuff, I don't mean that in a bad way, but just put stuff places so that it's easier for you to maneuver in the unit.
No, right now, since July, when I found the mouse, I had to move stuff to get behind it and pick up all the poop.
Okay,
No, so I haven't put it back yet because this plant issue came up.
got it.
So, and I had 4 deaths in August. 2 of my neighbors passed away, my daughter-in-law and my son's mother-in-law. Plus, one of the deaths in the building was the head of our garden club, and he had 20 plants on his balcony.
All right. Okay, let me, so this notice, if you will, from the city is basically talking about making sure there's a clear way to get through your unit into Windows. All right, now I've not seen it, I'm just saying, I haven't seen it. So I don't know if it's 30 inches as opposed to 36 or 24. I don't know. Doesn't matter to me in a lot of ways.
It was
What?
not in my lease.
Pardon?
It was not in my lease.
Well, let's talk about that for a minute, because really what's in your lease is that you're going to comply with city code. And so the city code requires it.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So, but it's not something, Ms. Melvin, that's insurmountable. It's not something that in a lot of ways can be so devastating. Okay. I've had to deal with a lot of cases where we have this sort of issue. And there are varying reasons why it happens. Okay. So if I said to you, Ms. Melvin, you've got to have a clear path of 36 inches. And I'm going to come over there and measure. I'm not going to do that, but I'm going to come over there and measure, make sure that it's 36 and not 35. But hold on. But if I said that to you, how would you try to get that done?
Well, my neighbor volunteered to help me do it. But I haven't had the energy and the appetite to do that since I've been going through all kinds of. So
Okay. All right. So
I have help, so he will help me. So
all right, let me ask you this. The folks that are going to help you, they're your neighbors in the building?
I
Okay.
have some very good neighbors on my
No,
side.
I don't doubt that. So most of your neighbors are seniors too, right? Okay, so why'd you point to her?
Oh,
She was pretending not to be a senior, so I don't know why you're. All right, she ignored you when you did that. She said, "No, I'm not."
well, I'm only 83.
I know.
But right now I feel like 150.
What? No. All right. So let me ask you this. You've got people that will help you. And that's why this isn't so insurmountable. It's something that can be accomplished and
Yeah.
done. So are you going to need, I guess need may be the wrong word. Would you like it if we tried to find you some additional help to do that?
Well, I don't think my apartment is big enough for additional help.
Well, I'm not gonna send like 20 people there. I mean.
I don't
mean,
know, it sure looks like.
here's what I'm asking you. If I can, would it be of help to you if we could find somebody to help you kind of move things around and get it to where it would be comfortable for you to sort of,
No, my neighbors be fine.
you
They all
sure?
really know,
If I ask your neighbor, is she gonna tell me the same thing? You think? Okay. You don't see her. She's shaking her head saying, no, I'm not gonna tell you the same thing, Jeff.
Okay,
So that, Ms. Melvin, sometimes I think, especially as we get older, and I'm gonna include me in that, we keep thinking that maybe we just don't need people to kind of just assist us. That doesn't mean we're not in control. It's just,
well, my oldest granddaughter, they just bought a house in Ohio.
okay,
So I asked her to come and pick out what furniture she wants, because I do have furniture,
got it.
you know, and
So when is she gonna come up and do that, you think, or?
no, hopefully they come and pick what they want and take it with them.
Okay, right,
And I've been going around with that for quite a while. So,
Okay.
you know, my one son would take it, but his wife wouldn't like it.
okay, all
It's
right.
from your mother, you know, so. But no, soon as we get this mice issue taken care of, so I no longer have to look to the boxes under that, into the mouse trap, see if there's a mouse in there. I don't have anybody come and pick up diagnose. It, you know, I've been in the.
Okay.
So-
But maybe that if people can come in and kind of get things moved around for you, that might make that part easier too.
Yeah, well,
Okay.
if we have more bookcases downstairs in our community room. Because when COVID started, they removed all that stuff, so I got 2 shopping carts full of books. So we get the bookcases instead of the milk crates, milk cartons.
Milk curtains,
Yeah, you know,
okay.
this is way below everything else in that institute.
Okay, so let's do this then. I mean, I can't do anything about that right this moment. But what I want to do is see if some way we can get you some assistance to get the aisleways. Okay?
Yeah,
Would you,
yeah, okay.
could we,
We'll come and measure them. I'm not gonna move the building, because I didn't build the building. And my son's at construction.
I am never going to expect you to move the building. Although I'm going to tell you something, Ms. Melvin. If I told you you needed to move the building, I think you would fit. Yeah,
I have connections upstairs.
All right.
You'd be surprised how he works.
Yeah. Oh, I'm never surprised by that, ma'am. Yes, Council.
She does have, that we were made aware of this week, a DHHS person that came out to assist her by the name of Renita Young,
Okay.
ADPS.
What was that?
What did she say?
There was a person that came out to assist you from DHHS from the state.
Yeah, but she's supposed to be here today,
Okay, hold on.
so I don't know if it's legit.
Okay, hold on.
She was a social worker, Your Honor. She was not a lawyer.
Right.
Renita Young.
Okay. So
I got
did
the
you
name.
talk to her?
Yeah, she came to my house twice, unannounced, and, on Sunday after Labor Day
Okay,
or before Labor Day. And, well, this is from legal aid, but like I said, she said she'd be here.
okay. It's okay if she's not here, okay?
We need her young,
Okay.
so.
And did you talk to her about help? Did you know about the 36 inches
No.
at the time that you talked? Okay, so hold on, I got one more question. Could you call her and ask her if there's help available to try to get that resolved for you?
Well, I got her business card at home. I didn't bring that one.
Okay. So you think you can call her to see if,
If she's willing to come, okay.
okay.
I don't know, she might not want to move stuff,
No, right, but
She did get my internet turned on, but not my phones. Because somebody cut off my internet and my phones. I bought a new phone and
Yes.
now that damn thing doesn't want to work. Plus that caption phone that you see advertised on TV, it doesn't want to work. But if you go to the lobby downstairs, dial my apartment number, they gave that a number out for free for anybody that presses 314. How did that happen? I didn't give the office permission to use that phone number.
okay,
Do I need to address that?
no.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, so Ms. Melvin,
Yep.
the way we're gonna do this, we're gonna kind of do it one thing at a time, okay? Because here's what I think happened, okay? But it happens to the best of us. There's something in front of us that we've got to deal with, and then something else happens, right? And then you start trying to deal with that, and you may forget about this and whatever. That happens. It's life.
Yeah.
Right? So you were trying to deal with one thing you were talking about, and then like you said, then the plant issue came up and you had to deal with that. And so that other thing goes by the wayside. It's okay. I'm not going to worry about that. So right now, what's in front of us is we have to deal with trying to make sure your unit is in compliance with the city code.
Oh, you want to hear something funny?
Okay.
Before COVID, the building would come and inspect, but after COVID, it didn't come. And this is like 5 years later. So I was at City Hall and the first time they used Zoom.
Mm-hmm.
So of course, I did my spiel. I said, they haven't come here since COVID. Well, they came a month later. So I'm really responsible for my own violation.
Okay. You may be that they found it, right? But it's important. Okay, so here's what we'll do. Um, you have the one court date that is set for the 10th.
Do I have to go there?
Yeah, you got to come to that one. Okay, on October 10th.
Can we make it like 1:00 in the afternoon?
You're on the 10th. Hold on. What time she said it?
8:30.
It's at 8:30. Yes. Well, the first hearing can't be set then. But when your case is heard, it's going to be adjourned, right? And it will be set because jury selection is that following week for us, it won't be set till the 24th. So here's what I'm going to suggest we do. All right. And anybody that has an objection to it, let me know. But I'm thinking the 10th, that we won't, you're apprised of all of your rights. You'll get an adjournment and all of those things. but just have everybody come back on this case and the other case on October 24th.
At that date could be asked that the rest of the porch, the rest of the
Pardon?
patio. At that date, could be asked that the rest of the patio be cleaned up.
Exactly, that's
Down the lights that are here.
right. The light, okay, don't let me forget about the lights, because
And that's why I'm mentioning it now, as well as whatever is happening with this tarp situation in the back. I don't know what's happening with it, but I can't even tell if it's a tarp.
What is tarp?
It's a big teal blob. It's the best way I can describe it, Your Honor.
What's a tarp?
okay, do you have the pictures in front of you? And got it? Okay, look at the balcony one that we were dealing with. All right, you see in the very back on the left-hand side, there's a like teal or green tarp.
Oh, that's plastic.
Right. What's under that?
My comforters and my bench. I got a garden bench.
Oh, you have a bench that you sit on out there?
And
Oh.
watch the sun go down.
Gotcha. And so the tarp is covering that.
Well, right now it's been raining, so it wouldn't make it the comforter wet. So I put.
So you put the tarp over. Okay. So
That's fine, we didn't know what it was.
we, okay.
Yeah.
All right. They just didn't know what it was. That's okay. It's all right, Miss Melvin.
We had no idea.
You want to know what?
Like a teal-
Miss Melvin, I almost thought it was that only because if you look real close on the very left of that green thing, I can see an arm of furniture or it's a leg
Or something.
and or
We
something.
didn't know what it was, we just wanted to know. that
That's
it was-
some of the plastic bags I took when I removed it from behind the refrigerator, make sure there's no mouse or mouse poop in it. So I'm putting them on the balcony to kind of air them out.
Gotcha. Okay. All right, but there's furniture under that, and that's just you have a green tarp as furniture cover.
Got it.
I'm good with that.
Yeah.
So the hanging lights and the bird feeder. only things I
And it is
see.
$1 million company, the federal housing pays for it, we taxpayer pay for it, and I gotta listen. Look at all the paperwork. Oh, one more issue.
Oh, I have a feeling there's more, but
Oh, there's like more.
okay.
The city scope,
The what?
city scope from HUD. Comes from HUD to my house. My sons are in the construction business.
Okay.
So, that is started saying that COVID started and each apartment supposed to get a humidifier to be safe from the COVID. Well, our building got one humidifier and it is in the exercise room. The rest of us didn't get any humidifier.
Okay.
Yeah,
I-
I got more.
I'd have to say I don't know anything about that, but maybe that's something that's going to be addressed at some later point.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go back to the balcony because you got a bird feeder out there.
If that's what that.
No, it's not a bird feeder.
No, it's a lantern.
Yeah,
I can see
saw
the
it on
inside.
it says
I see it.
the window in it.
Yeah, I see it. Huh?
I hope to concentrate that much on Alma, senior citizen. Because when the smoke detector or the building inspector came, the smoke detector didn't work. So they charged the tenant $30 to put the battery into the smoke detector, which is part of the building code.
Okay, I don't know anything about that.
I know.
Oh, so that looks like a lantern to me, council, not a bird feeder.
Okay.
Okay, so I don't think there's, well, I'm not sure what this is the red thing in the middle, is that a type of bird feeder?
No, I just put water in it for the birds.
Ah,
And I basically have to replace it almost every other day because it gets green and slimy, which is another problem we have for water in the building. Because our water turns our silverware, at least my silverware, black. Plus it has spots on the sink. They said PHF forever chemical.
Okay. So back to the red thing. That's like a cup that you give birds, you give birds water.
Yeah. That's like when I water the flowers on my plant.
Then you give them some water so that they have water.
Because without the birds, I ain't gonna have no butterflies and I'm not gonna have any garden, which is the problem with that. Because I get 2 tomatoes and this is September. We're not gonna have any food because all the animals.
Because of the pollinate, right, I get you. So is, hold on. Is the plaintiff have any objection to Miss Melvin watering the birds? Really hoping you say no, otherwise I'll rule about the watering of birds.
hanging on the balcony.
I understand it's hanging on the balcony. I also understand that it may look like something left over from a fraternity party because it looks like a red Solo cup, but
Say that, use it.
what?
I did not say that, use it.
Yeah, the problem is you understood what I was saying. So
Actually, I've never experienced, but you know,
okay, fine. We'll both go with that.
truth.
All right.
Where are you looking for?
Thing that has the balcony doors.
The balcony
That's
policy.
the code.
Sorry. She's looking for a policy, the policy.
About watering, hanging.
Yeah, because she just wants to make sure.
You know what? Here's what I'm gonna do for right now. For right now, I'm gonna let her water the birds.
Okay.
I just. Otherwise, we're gonna have a bunch of thirsty birds running around. And then what it's
Well,
gonna
we had.
I know. be? I know. And then they're gonna be showing up at the door looking for water, and then it's like, you know, all times of night they showed up.
The weather would come.
Very specifically in the policy, no bird feeders or food containers that would attract birds, bees, insects, or animals of any kind.
Yeah, food containers.
No, but that.
I mean, I get that. Hold
I
on.
know,
one
I'm not
moment.
trying to, it just anything that would attract the animals of any kind is the concern. And so if we're going back to the original concern of this complaint, reason that we're here, that would definitely qualify. So my concern.
Good, I'm listening.
It's not.
Miss Melvin, hold on a moment. I'd let you talk. I'm gonna let that as we try to figure out about the watering of the birds. Go ahead.
Concern just basically holds to the basis of the complaint was that we didn't want to attract animals. After filing this complaint, we did attract some animals. We had some animals in the unit, as she brought last time, and yeah, we're here now. So
let me ask you this. If she took one of the, let's say, the bottom plates from her potted plant, filled that with water, that would violate the policy because she'd be attracting birds who are going to find water because they're thirsty.
this is specifically a bird, something in which is supposed to have birds come and get water, right?
Where?
So the collection basin on the bottom of a plant doesn't specifically call for birds to come and get water, whereas this does, is the difference. And you are literally splitting hairs here.
Oh, I know, but
And I'm trying to-
they're not,
just
I'm
trying
not
to
splitting
say-
anything.
But-
I'm listening to each side and then I'm gonna make a call,
Yep,
like it or not.
yep. So all I'm asking is that it's also hanging on the patio, and we talked about how that's not good for other reasons. So I would ask that the lights be removed, and I would ask that the bird waterer be removed.
So the light, what's the problem with the lights? Because we're going back to the lights. I mean, hey,
They're hanging on the balcony above her.
That's my Christmas lights.
oh, those lights.
We don't have a-
Hold on a moment. Just hold on a moment. Okay. So, right, we'll get to the lights. In terms of water, she can water the birds. I mean, I'm not,
Birds are not nice, so
her last name isn't Dillinger. She's not trying to do bad things. She just, and so I'm gonna let that happen. Okay, now Miss Melvin,
Yeah.
okay.
May I have one question? What about the picture on the bottom, all the stuff that's supposed to be plants?
That is what?
All plants?
On the bottom?
Yeah, right here, and on the white patio door.
remember, those are trees from the lawn in front of it.
That's a reflection you're seeing.
That's what
A reflection on the glass.
reflection from where?
Council's indicating to me is that's a reflection of the trees that are outside on the glass. But that's not something that's on the balcony.
Correct.
Well,
In the previous.
I'll take their word
In the
for it.
previous picture, you can see them a lot clearer.
Okay.
there's no tree. Because this was a tree that would have been there.
Okay, but I'm not gonna,
Yeah, okay,
I'm,
we'll skip that subject.
okay. So, Ms. Melvin, tell me about the lights. What's that about?
Christmas lights,
Okay,
and sometimes I turn it on in the evening when I sit there and it looks nice and the lights sparkle. Oh, I hope she looks underneath the carpet too.
everybody takes their date. She just took it. No, don't worry about it. So, Ms. Melvin,
Yes, sir.
do they hang out there all year or what's the deal with those? The lights?
Oh, I leave them on. Because I use them different times when I sit down, I'll sit and then plug in. It's not like flames.
Okay. I can't, what are they hanging from?
Oh, just the wires, the same thing wires that the plant does, you know.
Oh, I see. So,
Yeah, do you see that little green?
right, so there's like a hanger in the hole on the railing. And you've attached a light to those?
Yeah. And they have this metal screen. We have like 4 or 5 sunshine symbols on there. They didn't take the picture.
Okay, so here's the thing, Ms. Melvin. I don't really have an objection to the lights themselves. Okay? Here, the problem here is the same problem with the hanging baskets. that you can't hang something from the railing above you.
Well, it's not really the rail because it,
Well, no, okay. I'm not gonna get into that. It's on the railing. It's just like the baskets are they're on the railing above,
yeah.
but they're on a hook
And it's
thing.
metal
And that's,
too.
yes.
On a metal hook.
Okay, but so what I did allow until December 15th, or this basically making sure this season's over, that you were allowed to have the hanging plants.
Well, I'll take it.
Okay, but that was an exception that I ruled because you had the plants there, and quite frankly, I think the plants are the ones that are hanging are beautiful, and they've got to bloom, they've got to do what they're going to do. The lights are a different issue. And so I can't in good conscience allow you to hang the lights from that balcony.
Okay,
Okay.
no more Christmas.
Okay. Something told me you were going to say that. I have nothing against Christmas, and I'm not trying to cancel Christmas at your house, Miss Melvin. So don't go out there and saying that Judge Simpson canceled Christmas at my house. I'm not trying to do that. You just can't have the lights hanging in the fashion that you're hanging. Oh,
God opens the way. He will get me in the right place to think what can do.
okay.
You can take a flagpole, but now put it on my balcony, and then attach the light to that.
What?
Take 2 flagpoles on my balcony, and then attach the lights to the flagpoles.
Well,
So what property can I do on
Okay.
my balcony?
okay. All right. Let me
Okay, let's.
no, you're okay. I mean, it's a good question.
Bang inside of her window so that she can see them outside.
No,
Inside of the building so that they are in the window,
No,
Your Honor, if this needs solution.
it doesn't say that. I have a right to live happily. As a resident, you have the right to responsibility that make you HUD assisted housing a better home for you and your family. That's what HUD says, and HUD's a federal housing, and
I
not
was trying to offer
Winfield,
her
and not Rosen Management, and not the rule book that they printed up, trust to taxpayer paid for. There's about, what, 90 pages of what you can't do in the house rules. It's all paid for by my taxpayers' money. This is what HUD says. It is a HUD building and it's issued by the United States government.
Okay, so I get you. So, but here's what I'm gonna get. Here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to figure out a way that you can hang Christmas lights that is going to be acceptable to both parties.
Well,
Okay, because I get it. But when you were talking about stringing it between 2 flagpoles, that's going to be an issue, I think.
okay.
The other thing that I've got a problem with is, and council had indicated maybe your patio door, but when I look at the provision regarding doors or windows, nothing shall be hung or placed outside of any window in an apartment. Nothing shall be hung or suspended out of the window, including items. So you're saying if she puts that inside
I'm sorry.
and connected or originating from the inside, I'm looking at, we've been dealing with the patios, balconies, and porches. And now I'm looking at the doors and windows section below it on page 13 of the house.
I see that here.
Well, the patio door is not on the pictures. So the patio door is over here. This is just the window.
Right. Okay, but,
So-
right, no, I hear you, but I'm just saying. So when I read that provision while you go through that, council, it does seem like Melvin might be right. I tell her to take him down and cancel Christmas.
Well, can I put a Halloween up?
Miss Melvin, I'm not dealing with Halloween right now.
Okay.
All right,
How about the Constitution of the United States, since Columbus Day is around the corner? Or it's Oktoberfest, can I put a German flag up? Well, it's all questions. We gotta
Oh,
have some.
no, I have an Oktoberfest expert. Hold
We
on.
gotta have some kind of freedom in this country. That's why I came to America, to be free.
And Miss Melvin, you are.
Thank you, but it's up to him.
Oh, it all is up there. I got that. So, yes.
So
Yes,
as long as it doesn't interfere with the ingress and egress, you could hang lights. There's not,
So what,
so as long as it doesn't, so your door wall, your actual patio door is to the left of this picture, right? That's the one
no,
that's
it's
going in.
not on the picture.
Right, it's not on the picture, but it would be to the left of the
Yeah.
picture, right? So what they're saying is you can hang lights as long as it doesn't interfere
with the opening of the window.
with the opening of the door wall.
I
or
know,
window.
it's not. The door wall is free of everything.
And that's kind of what this bottom policy is trying to address. You need to be able to get out. So if there's something hanging in a.
Hanging,
you need to be able to get out.
correct. So,
But you can do it in such a way where it's not obstructing it.
and
Oh, and that
not
would make
obstructing
sense.
that and is not hanging off of
The
the
balcony,
rail.
yeah,
Oh,
and that's
no,
completely
it's not
acceptable.
hanging off the rail, it's a doorway, you open.
No, no, I know, but what I'm saying is the lights in this picture, that S hook hanging off of the balcony above.
Yeah.
Okay, so that can't happen,
Well, I take
but you
it
can,
Yeah.
okay, so I am not a decorator. So I don't know how this is gonna happen. But you gotta take the lights down from where they are, but you can have lights outside. If you do it, so you figure out how you think it can be done out there, okay?
Wait,
And then, hold on, and then bring it back to me. I'll take a look, hear objections, and then we'll figure something out. All right, that way Christmas will happen.
Yeah, can you put that in writing so I can post it on our board, so all my neighbors will know
Your Honor,
what
this
to
only
do
applies to.
that?
Your Honor.
I am not, I'm trying to solve this
List of it.
issue. I wouldn't want to make it a general ruling only because I haven't seen every other unit. I don't know if every unit's the same as yours. I don't know.
I know.
So I can't do, that would be a good idea, but I can't do it. Okay?
Thank you.
So what we gotta do is we gotta find a way to fashion your lights. You'll be back before me October 24th. I will look at the lights and then we'll figure something out. We'll have it, I promise you this. We will have it all settled before the Christmas season happens.
Okay. One question, since I'm gonna be October 26th, can we skip this one?
Which one, on the 10th?
Yeah,
That's what I was into. If either party had an objection to that, then I'll hear it on the 10th. But I think we made headway to try to get what I would have done, quite frankly, on the 10th in any event.
She would I mean, Your Honor, the whole point of the 10th is for her to hear her rights. So I have no objection skipping that day as long as the rights
She got her rights here. You remember all the rights on the video?
is sufficient to the court. That's my only,
I got you.
okay. I'm
But
fine
if-
with the 10th
so-
Your Honor wants us to, if she's okay to read, to go, that's the rights one.
She
So,
doesn't want to be here at 8:30 on Zoom. So, Miss,
well, neither do I for that matter, but.
Oh,
no, not right now.
Honorable, this October 10th was safe served to me. Like 2 days ago. And I didn't have a new court date for today. It didn't come in.
It didn't come in your mail? Okay,
No, but I went to the library and they checked it out that I had a court date today. So that's why I'm here.
well, I'm glad you
I
made,
had to do it the hard way.
yes, okay, we'll try to,
Yeah, the library, no phones work, no internet work. You go to the library and they're more than helpful.
okay. So here's what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
We can print off a copy of that, right?
Of the rights?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna set both of these cases to October 24th. Noting council's, and you're right, in terms of the rights. I'm gonna provide to you, my staff's gonna give you a written copy of those rights today. Okay, so that you have them. You heard them already when this case began, but we're supposed to give them to you with each case, okay? So what I'm gonna, is that okay with you if I give you a written copy of them? Okay, and then we can put everything over to October 24th.
Okay.
All right, so on October 24th, we have the tiny issues regarding the balcony and making sure it's as it is. Okay, so that's one issue. The lights have to be redone some way. They can't be hanging. Okay, I think that the fencing should be out on that lower level, but everything with that you have down in the box, right?
What about the mice issue?
Okay. I don't know. I don't know the significance of the mice issue.
Well, it's very significant because I got all that stuff in the living room. And I'm waiting to make sure the mice don't come back on the shelf and in the closet or behind the refrigerator. before
Okay,
I can
so-
put all that back.
So here's
I
what,
did, just one thing.
yes,
I
ma'am.
haven't been in the grocery store in 2 months. I haven't bought groceries, so the mice wouldn't eat my food. I've been reading out.
Okay, so here's what I'm gonna, we can talk about that issue, but I think
Okay,
before we could do anything necessarily about that, because I mean, first of all, it's getting cooler around here, so mice are gonna head in any event. But even if that weren't the case, I think we have to have that, the egress and ingress through your apartment so that we can then assess what we're looking at. Fair enough?
fair enough.
All right.
Because I need to know if it's free from mice, otherwise I'm tiptoeing through the carpet, this, I gotta put extra shampoo on this, the carpet, so I don't step in it or sleep in it or, so it's very nerve-wracking.
Okay. So now, get back to what I originally started with.
Yeah.
You think you've got enough people to help you?
Yeah.
All right, so here's what I'm gonna do though. Ms. Melvin,
Okay.
and I won't do it if you have an objection to it. Do you have an objection to me making some calls? And they would contact you. I wouldn't just making some calls to see if we can get somebody that at least will offer you the assistance. If you don't want to take it, I can't force you to do that. But do you mind if I make some calls and see if we can get somebody over there? Because I think I know a couple of organizations that help seniors one day, they'll come over one day and just help you kind of move things and get yourself situated. I know. Yeah, I think what you do is this. Kind of make it a neighbor party.
Yeah.
Just invite the neighbors over. They'll look. Yeah. Okay. So that's one thing. Now you said you also, and so that everybody's looking at things, you said you go to church, and sometimes churches have people at the church that will also help out. So you might want to ask there if somebody will give you a hand also.
Well,
I know you're heck bent on having your neighbors do it, but
no, but now that the internet is working, I'll be able to contact my church.
got it. Okay. Okay.
So, and,
So you do that, I'll do the other part and see, and then individuals will be, you don't mind if we give them your phone number, do you, to contact you?
it would be my pleasure. This way I would know my phone works.
I walked right into it. Okay. So do we have her, make sure we have her phone number that we can provide
Yes.
too. Okay?
I don't, but I'll get it from you before we're done today.
Pardon me?
I will get your phone number before we're done today. I'll
That's
come to
it,
you.
because it might not work if you just look it up.
Okay.
Because right now, the intercom in the lobby would give you my phone number. But my phone number doesn't work inside my house.
Okay. Well, we'll figure it out. We'll give them your phone number. You have an email address too?
Yeah,
Okay, so we'll give them both.
okay.
All right?
I have to go to the lobby to check my emails and make sure.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay?
Yeah.
All right.
I do have a few young men that know about my situation when I walk up and down and around the lobby, and the young people, and they offer to come to help me catch the mice.
Okay, well, if you feel safe with them there
So
helping you, then,
the news is all over town. I have mice. At City Hall, I was walking, I hear the mouse calls up, so I go inside and told the clerk, hey, you better fix that hole right there, because the mice is in. Channel 7 had it 3 days ago, well, Plymouth Township is inundated pandemic with mice. They put it on Channel 7. We're like, huh?
yeah. So that's what happens. It's Michigan. It gets cold. Mice get warm. They'll go inside. That just happens.
Since 1967, I had a house mouse. We had a house with an acre of land, and now I never had the house mouse.
Well, you've been lucky.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
So we'll get all of that information to you, and then we'll do October 24th at 3 p.m.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay,
At that hearing, we're
Thank you. And I will be in city council first of the month.
Okay.
I have a few questions.
Yes.
I don't mean to take up any more of your time.
No, it's all right.
I haven't got much time to talk.
Wow. Wow. Everybody was taking their digs. So go ahead. That's fine. You had yours now. Go ahead.
I'm ready. Okay. So at the next hearing, are we going to address what she talked about as far as doing this all again in the spring of next year?
What? What?
Here,
Because we're just going to be back here next year if that's the case.
right. And
I would
I,
like to avoid that.
right. And that probably is going to require some other type of an agreement.
Yes.
I'll put that on my list. And I won't give an answer because I'm not sure if I can, but
Then the other thing that is coming up is just the issue of inspections. The city inspector is coming again on November 3rd through the 7th to redo the building inspections as
the 3rd through the 7th.
of November. as
Okay.
she, didn't pass the last time, her unit is going to be re-inspected for for the city inspector. The management, Renee and Kathy, are gonna do an inspection this week and to
Oh, Ms. Mel, hold it.
to finish preparing for those inspections. And she's received notice. They have to do that just in course. There are.
Well, but were there other issues besides the egress that need to?
There was an issue with the re-glazing of the kitchen cabinets that needed to be addressed.
Which would be a management issue.
Yes.
I got
So
you.
they need to go in and inspect for any wear and tear or anything like that, and she needs to comply with the repairs that need to be done to continue to keep up with the habitability of the entire building and keeping things nice.
She sent out a paper before they would come and replace the sink top that I would have to be responsible for paying for it.
No, Your Honor, that's incorrect.
Hey, I
It
got
was
it.
just simply that
I got it.
I have it as well.
Okay, let's do this. Okay,
Simply that it needs to be done. And
Well-
there's just requirements for keeping the area clean and so it can dry.
I got you. So here's what I'm gonna do. You're gonna let them in to do the repairs that the landlord has to do. Yes,
That means I have to take everything out of the kitchen and the kitchen sink has to come out.
are they redoing the kitchen sink or
No.
just glazing?
It needs to be
You have to
reglazed.
put it to top.
It needs to be reglazed.
Okay,
What's that?
That's a picture of the area in which needs to be reglazed in your unit.
Oh, that's been there for years, the kitchen.
okay,
No,
which is probably why they have to do it.
well, they're gonna clean it up.
Clean what up?
The mess that the contractors make. Cause if they have to take out the top of your sink, you have to take out the sink.
But they're not gonna be
Disconnect
taking,
the plumbing.
they're not gonna be taking out the sink.
They have to.
No, they're not gonna be doing that. They're gonna be doing reglazing around your sink. All right, so Ms. Melvin, here's what I want you to do. Okay, when are you going to do that?
I don't have it scheduled because she was supposed to sign the paper so I can schedule it. And she never returned.
So they're gonna go in tomorrow to see about how long it would take, and then she was going to schedule it.
Okay, here's what. That's 2 entries.
I have to inspect for them to know what they have to do, Your Honor.
I get it. I understand, counsel. All right, so Ms. Melvin, who's going in tomorrow to look?
Renee is, as well as Kathy.
No,
Oh, just you.
No, she just ordered me to go in.
Great.
Who's doing what?
Are you going to maintenance?
Yes.
Renee and a maintenance guy.
All right. Okay, so Ms. Melvin, what time tomorrow?
Whatever time she wants us to come.
All right,
She's gonna do what?
hold on. So here's what has to happen. They've got to come in and it shouldn't take very long. It's going to be a maintenance person coming in to look at it so they can get a idea of how long it will take to reglaze the sink.
Okay. which
And
one?
then-
The sink out, we don't have to disconnect. the
They
water,
don't, no,
so
they
I
just-
don't have to flood.
Okay, they're not doing all of that.
Okay.
So they need to reglaze, they need to figure out how long or approximate how long it would take and then schedule.
Does it stink?
Huh?
Does it stink?
She's gonna have to be-
Sometimes the glazing, yeah,
4 hours.
it's a 4-hour process. Okay, no, we'll figure it out. Let's get the first part of this done. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna order so that we don't run into a problem.
Okay.
So what time do you want them to come tomorrow?
Not before 11.
Not before 11, so give me a time you'd want them there.
About 1 o'clock. Nate.
Okay, 1 o'clock. They're gonna come in. It shouldn't take that long. They're gonna schedule. Okay? Then upon scheduling it, they'll have a date and time to schedule when they're gonna come in and do it.
Not make a mess.
Huh?
And not make a mess.
Or if they make a mess, clean it up. We'll figure that out.
Okay.
Okay? So here's what I want. What I want is a communication to my office that the initial inspection took place tomorrow. So send that to Miss Widely.
Okay,
Then once it's scheduled, I want that also communicated to my office so that I know what date it's scheduled.
okay.
Now, in terms of that scheduling, when you're scheduling it, do you work it out with the tenant in terms of what day they're coming, or how do you do that?
They kind of give us days on which they can come,
Which the people can come. Okay,
so it's sort of like we're at their mercy.
got it. Okay, so what's gonna happen then, Miss Melvin, everything that's happening regarding this is gonna be communicated to me, okay?
Okay, thank you.
We can do, like, we can say, can you come in the afternoon, can you come in the morning? We have that,
You have that flexibility.
but not like,
Okay,
Yeah.
having gotten to know Miss Melvin, it's gonna be an afternoon,
Okay.
all right?
yeah,
So they're gonna set. So once they do this first part, then they're gonna schedule the time for them to come. I've told them, because just some of the things you said, it's gonna be in the afternoon, not gonna be in the morning.
I need my beauty sleep.
And it's working just fine. Okay? All right, Miss Melvin. So that's the way we're gonna do it.
Yeah, because
And
we
then-
have some more issues coming up. Okay, see you October 21st,
At 3 p.m.
3 p.m.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. I did that just for you.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
All right, Miss
Like I said,
Melvin.
I need my beauty sleep. but,
Yes,
You
yes, ma'am.
know, this is the funeral and people dying on this and the mice, it's been like the worst one in my whole life. Even my divorce wasn't that bad. And I grew up in World War II, so I'm used to excitement.
Okay,
All right.
thank you.
God bless you.
thank you.
Thank you, Miss McKee.
Yeah.
Court's in recess.